Yo, what's going on guys, and welcome back to the Munxfps gaming channel. Today, as promised, I'm going to give you a full breakdown of the brand new desert map called Miramar that came to the PUBG Test Servers last week. Along with that, I'm also going to break down all the latest patch notes that came with PUBG 1.0 and share with you my first reactions to this brand new map. So the first thing you'll notice when you load up the brand new 1.0 version of PUBG is that we have a new lobby. And I really like the redesign. I think it's much easier to navigate and it looks much cleaner than the previous generation. And as you head through to the character customization for the first time, you'll also notice that the appearance and the wardrobe tabs have had an overhaul. Now again, these are a big improvement over the previous generation and they look much less cluttered than last time. I have to say one of the biggest improvements to the lobby itself is the introduction to the careers tab. The careers tab has been completely separated from the leaderboards, and again both of these features look far superior to the previous generations. Now when you jump into a game on Miramar for the first time, you'll notice that the starting lobby is now in the prison location, which is located to the bottom left hand side of the map. And you'll also notice just how stunning this map is. I mean, the prison location is absolutely beautiful. There's loads and loads of brand new assets to the game, and I think they've done a really good job. The map itself is an 8x8 kilometer map, exactly the same as Erangel, the first map in PUBG, but this map is considerably larger because it has much less water surrounding it, means the playable area is that much bigger. As before, the plane flies across the map, corner to corner, and you can choose exactly where you'd like to jump out. Now, some of my favourite locations have to be the new huge city that is called Los Leones. Now, this city, without a doubt, is the biggest city that's ever been added to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, not only in width and length, but also in height, and it certainly adds a brand new playstyle to the game that we haven't seen before. But as with Erangel, if you're the type of player that just wants to jump in school and get straight in the action, you have the Hacienda del Patron, which plays out in exactly the same way school did, in the means of multiple players or squads all dropping there, keeping it nice and busy, plenty of loot to go around. But as with school, it generally means that only one player or one team are going to survive this location. So as with Erangel, you can choose whether you want to drop straight into the action or whether you want to drop on the outskirts on a little sort of settlement and make your way into the busy areas when you're looted up. So with the brand new map, we got 3 brand new weapons. The first of which is the Winchester 1894. Now this weapon is the lever action rifle, no attachments, no scopes, but it's a lot of fun and fits with the theme of the map. Now this weapon is extremely accurate and actually can be used as a sniper rifle and can actually win battles against Kar 98s, as you've just seen. The second exclusive weapon that can be found on Miramar is the R45. Now the R45 is a direct replacement for the revolver that we had on Erangel. The revolver on Erangel was a fantastic weapon, really powerful, really accurate, but unfortunately it had a dreadful reload speed because you reloaded every bullet individually. Now with the R45 on Miramar, when you reload the weapon, you reload the entire clip at the same time, making this weapon a really viable option. Now the third and final weapon exclusive to Miramar was the sawn-off shotgun. Now again, we saw this in the renders, we were really excited by the prospects of this, and we can confirm that this actually fits in the pistol slot. So what this now allows you to do is keep 2 complete ranged weapons as your primary weapons and have a sawn-off shotgun as your pistol class and use that as your close quarters weapon. Along with the brand new exclusive weapons, we also got to keep some old fan favourites, such as my favourite, the crossbow. I personally think the crossbow fits in perfectly with this map. I mean, look at this shot. Oh! That was a shot. That was a shot. Oh! Oh! Wow, this is a vehicle. Look at it. Is this a vehicle? This is a vehicle! Fucking yes! Look at it. That is sick. So along with the 3 brand new weapons, we also got 3 brand new vehicles. There you heard my personal first reaction, the first time I ever saw the VW camper inside this game. I mean, you could hear the excitement in my voice. So along with that, each vehicle has got its own driving characteristics. I would recommend that you be really careful of the vehicle that you choose. The VW camper is not an off-roader, and this is indeed possible. A far more suitable vehicle for the off-roading situation is something like the buggy. The buggy handles the off-roading terrain far better than something like the VW camper. And not only did we get 3 brand new vehicles, we actually got a diverse selection of skins for each of these vehicles. And I have to say, I think they did a fantastic job. I mean, certainly the skins look beautiful. The Jeep you see here, there are a couple of different variants. They really do look quite different. The Jeep again is a fantastic off-roading vehicle, but my favourite has to be the single-seater motorbike. This thing is absolutely awesome. I mean, it can handle any terrain that this map throws at it. I mean, it's like a little stunt bike. I mean, you can backflip, you can spend 10 minutes just riding around the mountains having some real good fun if you're that way inclined. But it's my understanding that all the vehicles have both an on-the-road and an off-road driving mechanic now. So some vehicles are going to be far more suitable for different situations than others. For example, you wouldn't want to take a VW camper and try and get away across the desert. That's just not going to work. But another exciting prospect for the future is the VW camper does actually have 6 seats now. So does this mean we're going to see 6-man squads in the future? I certainly think Miramar is big enough. Obviously, if the servers could handle it, to up the player count to 150 and have 25 teams of 6-man squads. That would be exciting. Another fantastic use for the vehicles is flanking. Because the map is so goddamn big, you can use a vehicle to actually flank right round an enemy squad now and allow you to get a significant advantage on their position.
One's at the building on the going to the right side.
Nice grenade.
And finally, I just want to cover off a couple of the most important gameplay changes that I felt that they brought to this patch in 1.0. The change I was most excited to see had to be the ability for passengers in a vehicle to bandage and boost while the vehicle was still moving. I mean, this is something the community has asked for a long time, and thank you Bluehole for finally listening and give us what we wanted. So just so you're aware, as a single and solo player, you can now take advantage of this by binding a keybind to change yourself to the passenger seat while you're driving along in a straight line. This will allow you to boost or bandage while still rolling, and then bind yourself straight back into the driver's seat and keep moving. They also increase the damage on the Kar 98 and the M24 and reduce the damage of the AWM. Now, I'm not entirely sure whether this means that the Kar 98 and the M24 are now one-shots to level 3 helmet. Frankly, I hope they're not. I hope everything has stayed the same, because I think that will really take away from what the level 3 helmet is inside the game. But again, I'll go away, I'll test this out, and I'll let you know my findings. Another change with Miramar is it's clear that because the map is so big that they've actually made the circles smaller. Definitely the second circle. The second circle is considerably smaller than it was on Erangel, and I suppose that's because the map is so big and so open, they want to try and get people into these smaller areas quicker to basically make sure the game plays out as it should. Now, my final thoughts on Miramar is it is an absolutely beautiful map. It's revitalised my love for PUBG. It sometimes feels like I'm playing a completely different game. I mean, the map to me gives off a proper Ghost Recon Wildlands feel, and I absolutely love that game. Again, that was another beautiful game, and if they have taken inspiration from that map, fair play to them, because again, that was absolutely beautiful. So, but for me, it just feels like a new game. There's so many new things to do, so many different plays, and this map is far more optimized than Erangel ever will be because of the way that it was built around the climbing and vaulting. So all I can say, if you haven't played it yet, download the PC Test Servers. It's free to play until the 20th of the 12th, 2017, and on that date, PUBG will release the 1.0 version to the PC Live servers. And that about wraps up my full breakdown of the brand new desert map Miramar and the PUBG 1.0 latest patch. And as always, I like to leave you with something to remember, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you to watch my first encounter with the aquarail or the jet ski on the brand new map. If you're unaware, it's going to be available on both maps, which is absolutely awesome. The vehicle looks like crap, but it's real fun to drive. And I had quite a funny encounter the first time I found it. So don't forget, if you liked the video, drop it a thumbs up. If you didn't, a thumbs down. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for more. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace. There it is! Yes, look at it! We found the jet ski. The aquarail. Woo! Yes, baby. That is awesome. Someone at it already? Someone is. There's a boat there. Oh, he's caught it! Give me my aqua back, you little son of a bitch.
Oh, pussy. Tack, tack. Tack, tack. Okay, pussy.
Give me back my aqua rail. My jet ski. Oh my god, he killed himself. That was so funny. Man, that was hilarious, man. That was fucking hilarious. That was so good. That was so good. I saw you fly. Hey, you didn't pick up any 762?
Bye bye, bro.
Bye bye, dude.